My name is Arvo Looking Horse. I am the 19th generation keeper of the sacred Chanupa, the sacred pipe, for the Lakota, Nakota Oyate, the Horse Nation, or known as the Great Sioux Nation. And our people, we came from Bahasapa. Bahasapa is the sacred Black Hills of South Dakota. My Lakota name is Shunka Waka Wichasha, horseman.
The horse is called Shunka Waka, which means sacred dog. The Oglalas are really tied one in one with the horse, that they're part of our family. And you treat them as such, and you treat them as a provider to your family, just like you would your mother or your father or your grandmother or your grandfather. We're a horse culture. The horse was so important, not only in terms of transportation, but it meant that we were stronger, that we were leaders. It was just so much a part of our culture that you couldn't separate it.
It was a warrior society, and it was based on horses. That was the mode of transportation. So we developed a very, very special relationship with horses. You wonder, like, if you had 1,500 horses, how in the heck would you, without any barns or corrals, fence or anything, how do you keep control of them? They understood the horse. That is the core, the essence of who we are, how you would walk as a Lakota person on the face of the earth.
When the people and the horses were put on reservations, were taken away, there were so many horses that were killed by the cavalry, it broke our nation. We could no longer communicate with other tribes, we couldn't communicate with other bands within our tribe. It just broke us as a nation. And to not have that there, our spirits were broke.
And the people say that, no, all these animals are, that's the way we are. That we're going to lose our boundaries. We lose respect for each other. Brothers and sisters will be fighting. Nothing would be good. A lot of abuse and neglect. And pretty soon, people lose their spirit and even commit suicide.
Most are superficial attempts calling out for help. And usually what leads to their ideation or attempts is depression. A lot of depressed kids come through, well, I would say most of them are depressed in some way, shape or form. They're depressed and feel no way out other than trying to hurt themselves or kill themselves.
One of our biggest challenges is the poverty and the amount of poverty. It means that a lot of times that there might not be enough food in the home. It also means that there might not be a home and there might be several families living together. It also means that there's a lot of alcohol and drugs. It's all associated around poverty. So some of the challenges that the kids face is growing up in that and beginning to think that those type of things and that type of behavior that's associated with poverty is normal and acceptable.
We're at a tipping point. The Indian people in America, the Lakota people, are, if we don't do something, and it's going to be over with, we'll be just pages in history books. We've got to get our children to take a look at this paradigm that we've been given now and change it. And use the tools that we knew, the knowledge that we had. And the horse is part of that.
I see it as a great opportunity to really reach out to our youth. If you put any Native American child on a horse, they're a natural. They may never have been on a horse, but they can ride that horse. So what we need to teach them is what they call today is horsemanship. But to us, it's more than that. It's really bringing them back into our culture and teaching the importance of the horse and learning from the horse again. And I think if we can bring that to every child on the reservation, and we can learn how to use this land base to really strengthen our horse culture again, I think we're going to go a long ways in answering a lot of the problems.
So we say Mitakuye Oyasin before we pray or after we pray. Mitakuye Oyasin means we are related. And we learn from the animal nation.